Now, up front, we have the signature Mazda wing finished in jet black and the beautiful daytime running signature LED headlights. That's a mouthful to say, but that really does look gorgeous. And that's one of the key distinguishing feature between the 70 and the 90. The chrome wing is actually blacked out in the 70 to give it more outdoor looks. Since it is the GT, it does have blacked out rims. Let me peel the plastic here. It does look really good. Actually, let me take it off all the way there. It's not gonna stick back nicely. Okay, that's what the wheel looks like. Beautiful. And also with the GT, you get blacked out matching mirrors. Now, like I said, this is the GT, so you get body color bumpers. It really does look beautiful in the soul red crystal that Mazda offers. In the back, we have LED wraparound tail lights. Really looking sleek, really looking sleek. Now, Mazdas, they have some of the longest front ends in the industry, but on the rear, you see the rear doesn't extend that far back from the side. The reason for that is this gives Mazda cars a really good and a really steep climbing angle. So on the hills, that's another cool Mazda quirk. Now, but you see, the trunk really does extend quite a far inside. You really do get deep seat and spacing inside. Now, these are the mats. Like I said, this is a brand new car, so all the plastic is still on there. You get false storage underneath the trunk here. There is also that cabinet, and there is a third cabinet underneath there. Oh, I should really get an assistant for this, but I still managed to do it even with the camera. Now, check this out. Underneath here is my favorite thing about the Mazdas. You still get a full size spare. I can't believe some actually manufacturers have stopped including that. I think that's the crucial part. What if you get a flat while you're out traveling? What are you gonna do then? Run flat kits only go so far. Now, like I said, the seats do extend quite a lot inside, and the bench you can just fold from the side here. Just one button, do that. 60-40 split, beautiful. The seats would have folded flat if the plastic wasn't wrapped around them right now. Now, the trunk is automatic and it is height adjustable as well. Let's go take a look inside now. Now, again, putting the seats back. It's not too much of a hassle. Now, these seats for the second row, they move front and back actually. So if someone's in the front, or like you have larger cargo in the back, you can move the seat front and back. And if I move the plastic around, you can also set the recline with the seat. Wow, I've actually, usually in the test drive, since I'm sitting in the front, the back really does look nice. You get a full moon roof. It opens halfway, but that's all you need, honestly. Like I see, you can see the mirror from the back here. That's the center console. I guess since we're in the back, let's talk a little bit about the back. You get seat warmers here for the rear, independent controlled, climate controls. And you get two USB Type C ports. Welcome to the future. No more Type A's. That's one of the things. And if I move the plastic around here a little bit, let's see. We get two cup holders, a really comfortable armrest. Wow, with the recline on, I really don't want to get up in the front, I could just sit here, very comfortable, very comfortable. But there is a lot more to talk in the front, so I'm gonna go in the front. Oh, by the way, before I go in the front, the GT also comes with sun visors in the back, so you can really be, isolated in the back once you have the sunroof closed there too. That's really good to have. Quite neat and quite handy. All right, let's go in the front. Let's go in the front. Okay, this is the front of the car. You have a 10.25-inch center display. Now, this screen is controlled by the center wheel here, where your hand usually rests on the center console. But the screen is also touch capable. So when you have Android Auto and Apple CarPlay connected, you can just touch the screen and connect it that way. Now, one thing I really love about Mazda screens is they put it in the middle of the dashboard there in a panoramic view. So, if you have to ever take your eyes off the road to look at the maps, you can just go quickly look back at it as one of the features. Now, let's see, is the camera going to focus here? Oh, yes, it did. You see the little zero in the middle of the road here? Now, yep, there. That's the heads-up display. So it does, display your speed there too. So when you're driving in traffic, you don't even have to take your eyes off the road. Okay, this is what the steering wheel looks like. By the way, before I get into the buttons, let me just slide the seat back and so we can fully absorb the Mazda interior here. I think Mazda has worked really hard to make the interior look quite premium and classy here. Okay, on the steering wheel, you have your voice assist button. You have your info button to toggle through the various menus. You have your audio controls for the sound, cruise controls on the side. This is for the parking sensors if you want to turn them on and off quickly. Traction control. Oh my god, if it will just focus. All right, I stop on and off, traction control on and off. I stop is the car will shut down in traffic. It will automatically turn off the engine to save gas. And once it senses that you want to move, you press on the accelerator, it instantly turns it on. Okay, there is the trunk release over there. Like I said, this is the GT, so it does get Bose audio. I'll try to see if I can play some radio here. Really quick, FM. Someone told me 99.3 is the channel. 99.3, let's go. Well, boom, 97.3. That looks like something. 99 on fun. Okay, I went up to 30. So one thing I love about the Bose audio, like you see the bass. The car actually has 3.5 liter subwoofer. Most cars in the competition they have a 2.5 liter subwoofer. This car has two of those bad boys in the front. Total 12 speakers in this Bose audio system. And even at high volume, the low was deep and the highs were crisp. There was no rattling or rasping sound like you get with the cheap speakers. By the way, like since this is the GT, you get genuine Napa leather across the trim here, and on the steering wheel as well. This as well, Napa leather does feel very nice, very premium. I love the Mazda still keeps the climate controls as a button. They don't need to be over engineered. You don't have to take your eyes off the road to control it. Now, you do get heated seats in the front as well, and you get heated steering wheel as well. If you go one trim up, we get ventilated seats for the front as well, and you get the bigger engine in the mild hybrid. Now, just a couple buttons here that we see, nice and shiny. This is the hill launch assist, so you don't constantly have to, press the brake when you're climbing and reclining on a hill. This is to toggle the camera. So this is the GT. You get a 360 camera with it. I know the ladies usually love this. Not only the ladies, I personally love it too. It really gets, navigating around the curbs easier. Personally, like, you could see we have a quite narrow parking lot here. So this 360 camera, like, in all the cars that we do have it, I enjoy it personally quite a lot. Okay, another thing that the ladies would like, and, we do have these. So they automatically turn on and off depending on when you close them and turn them on. That's quite neat. I really like that. Sunglass holder up here. Like I said, the sunroof, you get a one touch open ventilation feature. Now you see the rear. That really does look secluded. You can travel around like a boss in this car, I would say. Okay, let me take it around for a quick spin. I will be recording, so the goal here is not to take it too far. And I do want to be responsible while making videos about the cars, but let's see. This car does have a lot of the safety features, so I am very confident around the wheel here. Let's see if the camera focuses. Yep. Now you see, since I'm moving, the speed is also showing there in the center. If we go down in the gauge cluster, that's what it looks like there. Opa. Yeah, no focus there. Oh, another cool thing I do want to show you here is, let's see. Oh yes, it is focusing now. Now, as you can see, the active driving display also recognizes safety signs. So right now it is seeing a stop sign there. So it is recognizing that as well. Once we go on the road, it will see a speed sign. And once it sees a speed sign, it will also remind us there. It's a beautiful sunny day. So I am going to turn up the AC a little bit at 3 right now. That's what the fan speed is. Okay, on the road, the car, the camera is in my hand, so it is not being stabilized by anything. So this is just this natural suspension of the car that's doing all the work right now. Now this car, it does have the 6-cylinder 3.3 liter engine, inline 6. Okay, yep, like you see, the stop sign is being recognized right now. It does have a 3.3 liter inline 6 engine, so it makes 297 horsepower. If you go up to the GTP, you get the same engine, but it is spec to a higher output, so it makes 347 horsepower with 93 octane. Now, even with the lesser output engine, you can tow up to 3,500 pounds with this engine, and the next trim up, you can tow 5,000 pounds. But I think personally, 3,500 pounds is a lot. You can still do a small camper or a small boat. I personally don't boat around, so I don't know how much a boat weighs. One thing Mazda really focuses on is the handling. That's where we stand out. And when you steer the vehicle, you actually feel the input right away too. Like you actually feel that when you move the steering, the vehicle is moving as well. So it does feel like you're actually steering a real car, like an F1 car even. To be honest, like I would compare it more to a go-kart, like the input, but the steering feels very weighted. It feels quite premium. Like I am steering with one hand right now and I still feel quite comfortable. There is no shakes. I don't have to do small steering corrections. The car does it all for me. And as you can see, the roads around this part of the town, we are in dealership area, so they do get travel quite a bit. So they're not completely flat. They are quite bumpy as well. So I can give you quite a real life demo over here. Now you do stay very isolated. I'm going about 50 kilometers right now. You do stay very isolated even on the highway speed. I'm not gonna go on the highway right now with one hand, but you get the idea. Now, like I said, Erin Mills Mazda, we are one of the biggest volume dealers in Ontario. So whether you're trading in your vehicle or getting a new one from us, whether it's a first time buyer or you are a loyalty customer, we actually have the greatest numbers for you. I can promise you that. We would never let a customer walk away for price, but above all of that, what we really promise our guests is service that is unbeatable. And that's where we really want to stand out. Of course we try to make the numbers work. That's we do what we can for our customers to make to on their business. But Where we want to stand out, if I want to turn the camera around just a little bit, where we do want to stand out is the level of service we give. And I can promise you, I will personally take care of you. And each and every one of us is committed to give you number one service at Aaron Mills Mazda. This is Harman, like I said, from Aaron Mills Mazda. It's been great giving you a tour of the 2025 CX70 GD. See you on the next one. Bye bye.